Hello business owners, in this video we are going to be learning how to install our Facebook pixel on our Shopify store. Wow, so we've actually made a video before now on how to install Facebook pixel on WordPress. Go ahead to check the link up there now for the video. Also, if you want to know how to install multiple Facebook pixel on your WordPress website, go ahead to check the link up there also. So this is our business manager, Facebook business manager. So just try to navigate to the business settings. So how to locate the business settings is when you get to all tools, so make sure you are in business settings. So there are other options for you to select from. So in business settings, scroll down to where you have data sources, then click on what? Pixel. All right, so we are going to be creating a new pixel. You go ahead to click on what? Add. Once you click on add, it should bring up this for you, and we are going to name our new pixel Shopify. It's actually a very smooth process. It shouldn't give you any challenge at all. Then what you do next is to input your website, although this is optional. What Facebook have tried to do is to kind of help you to integrate your pixel faster, but for me it takes a whole lot of time doing that because you'll be required to log into your Facebook and some other extra steps. So in order to do those extra steps, we are going to skip adding our website URL here and click what? Continue. This screen comes up. It says what? Your pixel isn't ready to use yet. Definitely it's not ready because we've not set it up. We just created it. So are you ready to set up your pixel? Definitely. So set up your pixel now. Click on set up pixel, and it says what? Choose how you want to install the pixel code. Add pixel code to a partner integration. So what this add pixel to a partner integration means what is what? You connect your site using one of Facebook many partners, including Shopify, WordPress, Squarespace, and all that. Manually add pixel code to website. That's exactly what you want to do. Email instructions to developer. Definitely we are not doing that because we are developer in this case. Hit on manually add pixel code to website, and this next option comes up. Now what you need to do is to copy this particular code to your clipboard, and I will show you something that you should take note of. This is the pixel code that we just copied. Now the pixel code is a string of 16 numbers, and this is the pixel code. This is a typical pixel code, and this is what Facebook wants you to paste on your website. But the most important thing is actually this. Most times the pixel code is actually pasted on the header section of your website. If it's WordPress, what you just need to do is to go to the code section of your website and place it there. But the advent of plugins has made everything easy. Remember, we made a video on how to make this possible on WordPress. Go ahead to watch the video immediately. It's very easy. So going back to our Shopify store, what you just need to do, make sure that you are logged into the admin section of your Shopify store. So I'm going to be showing us two ways that we can actually integrate this pixel directly. The first method is manually by editing the code in the theme section. How do you edit the code? So while you are in the admin section, make sure that under sales channel you selected what? Themes. Then hit on what? Actions, and it should say what? Edit code. Once you click on edit code, it should bring you to this particular interface. Now what you need to do is to locate your theme.liquid file. Open it. Once it's open, notice that you have the doctype.html. Now this is the beginning of the header section. What you just need to do is to paste the Facebook pixel that you just copied in this particular section. I've actually made some remarks here telling me that Facebook pixel begins, Facebook pixel begins, Facebook pixel code, and I go ahead to paste this whole script as it is that I just copied from here up to this. This is the manual way of adding Facebook pixel to your Shopify store. But if this might look so cumbersome, what else can you do? The next thing that you can do is to install pixel apps, Shopify pixel apps. There are a whole lot of apps that you can actually use. The first one that I've used is actually what is called Trackify. With Trackify, you can add several Facebook pixels to your Shopify store. But recently, they've actually added new step such that you have to log onto Facebook before you can get more control. I myself, I don't like much step, but if you do, you can just go ahead to connect your Facebook to this. Definitely is safe. Another option is to go to the App Store. So once in the App Store, you just type in what Facebook Pixel, just like I've done here. Then a whole lot of apps that provide Pixel services will come up. So make sure you take note of those that says what free plan available. Some of them says what 30-day free trial. So you have unlimited access until 30 days. You have 7 days free trial. This one is free. Now, what you also notice that what all apps on Shopify, except for some few, are paid. So make sure that you have this into consideration before opting into any of this. What we are going to do next is to go with this one that says what free, and it says what Facebook Pixel Conversion API, and it says what Facebook multiple pixels. So with this, you can actually install multiple pixel. When you click it, it brings you up to this particular place, and from their screenshots, it says, well, don't wait for Facebook reports to make decisions. Track and sync conversions in real time. Hope this one will not ask us to log in. Adding Facebook pixel is very, very important to your site because it helps you to do what? Track very, very important metrics. So hitting on what add app, it should load to the next section. It's just like installing every other app on Shopify. Once you are here, it says what install app. You have to hit install app for it to be installed on your Shopify. Working with Shopify and WordPress is actually a very, very interesting path to take. If you have a project, you can actually decide whether to go with WordPress or Shopify. But most times, e-commerce guys do prefer Shopify. This is actually a project for a client. Definitely, I got permission before I could use it to make video. Once installed, it comes up with this. Welcome to Facebook Multiple Pixels by Unuzurike. Now we'll have to go with what free. Definitely, we are going with the free because this is just for illustration purpose. Choose plan. You want to choose standard plan. Okay. Now, is this not awesome? The app opens, and what you just do is do what? Facebook Pixel title. So you give your pixel a title, then you now go ahead to input your pixel. So we'll just say what Shopify pixel, just something reasonable. Then you now go ahead to copy the pixel that you got. In this case, you are just copying the 16-digit numbers, not everything now. It's alright. Paste it, then you hit on what? Browser. Now, what you must do while setting up your pixel is to make sure that your ad blocker is turned off. So this ad blocker here, make sure that it is turned off. Is that all right? We are going to turn it off now. So off always for this. Once you turn off your ad blocker, then it says your targets. Is it the entire store or only product or collection? Definitely, I want this pixel to be active in the entire store. If you want to disable it, you can tick this. But if you want to enable it, you make sure that this is enabled. Then you hit next step. And it says, remove Shopify pixel. Action required, remove Shopify pixel. In your Shopify admin, check online store preferences. Remove any pixel from the Shopify preferences. Now, before now, I already have a default pixel set up on Shopify. So this instance is if we want to have more than one pixel on our Shopify. So you can just go ahead to click I've done this, then hit on what? Save. In this case, more than one pixel will be running on our Shopify. Remember, we've made a video before now explaining to us what we need to have backup pixels. Actually, that video was made using WordPress as an example. You can go ahead to watch that video up there now. Now, the reason for backup is so that should there be any case that our business manager or ad account is taken down by Facebook, you can always have something to fall back on. Now, you go ahead to hit on what? Save. This congratulations message comes up. It says what? Congratulations, you have saved successfully pixel, Shopify pixel. Remember, Shopify pixel is the name that will give to our pixel that we just created. So what you need to do you can go ahead to create another pixel. See how awesome it is to add several pixels. Then you can go ahead to click on what? Pixel Manager. One other thing that you need to make sure that you have installed on your Chrome browser or any other supported browser is the Facebook Pixel Helper. Now, this is what the Facebook Pixel Helper looks like. So Facebook Pixel Helper help you to track pixels installed on a given website. If there were no pixels in this particular website, you notice that it will actually show empty results here. In this case, I have 4 pixels found on this particular store. Alright, so I don't joke with having backups on my store because most times you never can see. I've actually been a victim. That's why I keep on campaigning on having several pixels on your store. Now you go ahead to hit on what? Manage pixels. In this manage pixels, you notice that the Shopify pixel we just created is what? Active. Is that not awesome? Now on this page, if you go ahead to refresh this, you'll be able to see the pixel we just created, and it should be active and live on our site. Now this is the recent pixel we just created, Shopify pixel, but everything here is showing Facebook pixel. But just so we confirm, it end is what? 8709, and this end is what? 8709. So you see how easy it is to install Facebook pixel on your Shopify. How easy it is. Very, very easy and straightforward. Now the next thing that we'll do is to head back to our Facebook, and we can now continue from where we stop. So this is our Facebook where we copied our pixel, and we just finished installing it on our Shopify store. How easy could that be? Now it says turn on automatic advanced matching, so it's recommended that you turn this on. Okay, now once you turn it on, you notice that it actually doesn't come on. You have to do it twice. All right, so I don't know whether it's an issue or it's a bug with Facebook. We cannot say for now, but that's actually what I noticed of recent. Now it says test the base code. What this is going to do is to test actually if you install the pixel correctly. If you installed correctly, definitely it should be receiving some test traffic. What you just need to do is to paste your website URL where you installed the pixel. In this case, I'm going to paste our Shopify website URL. Then you hit on send test traffic. Now Facebook will try to open this page on a new tab. And remember what I mentioned to us, that you should try as much as possible to make sure that your ad blocker is turned off. Okay, your ad blocker is turned off. So my ad blocker is still enabled, so I have to turn it off at this instance. If your ad blocker is not turned off, you notice that it will not pick any form of traffic at all. Once I turn my ad blocker off, the page should reload again. I notice that the pixel should be firing correctly, and it should be in this case now. So Shopify pixel, everything is done and working perfectly, and this says active. Now you go ahead to hit on continue. The next thing that it will bring us up is to set up our standard events. So we are going to be doing that on the next video. Hope you got value in this video. So do well to watch the video on your screen now, which shows you how to set up Facebook pixel events on WordPress. So in the next video, we are going to be seeing how to set up Facebook pixel events on Shopify. Remember, in all you do, always give out value, because it's on giving out value that money comes. Peace out.